Today, I want to talk about a topic that's super important, but not easy. How to truly love yourself. Self-love isn't just about a spa day or a bubble bath. Those are great. But self-love is about cultivating a deep sense of self-worth and kindness towards yourself, which, let's be honest, can be hard to do sometimes. We can be very mean to ourselves, and we tend to put others first. But you can't pour from an empty cup. So loving yourself needs to be a priority, empowering you to support others more effectively. So in this video, I will share some practical steps backed by psychology to help you embrace who you are and strengthen the relationship you have with yourself. We will start by looking at the science behind self-love, the barriers to it, and then the practical steps to cultivate it. Because once you love yourself, that positive energy radiates and improves how others see and appreciate you, impacting all your relationships. So let's jump in. Let's get into the science behind why loving yourself is so important. Research shows that self-compassion and self-love are linked to lower levels of anxiety and depression. According to a study by Dr. Christine Neff, self-compassion helps activate the brain's soothing system, reducing stress and improving emotional resilience. When you're kind to yourself, you actually decrease levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase oxytocin, the love hormone. This shift helps you manage stressful situations with more calm and clarity. For women who often deal with high levels of stress from juggling from multiple roles, this can be incredibly empowering. It sounds simple, right? Just love yourself. But we know it's not always that easy. So let's talk about some common barriers that might get in the way. The first one is negative self-talk. That inner critic can be brutal. We all have that voice in our heads that points out every single flaw or mistake. Overcoming negative self-talk starts with awareness. You have to catch yourself when you're being critical and try replacing those thoughts with kinder ones. For example, instead of thinking, I'm just a failure, try replacing it with, I'm doing my best to grow, and that's enough. I have a whole video about how to stop negative thoughts. I'll leave the link in the description below. The second barrier is comparing yourself to others. And comparison is a huge trap, especially with social media. It is easy to feel like you're not enough when you see others' highlight reels. The key here is to remember that everyone's journey is different. Focus on your own progress and growth, not someone else's. And remember, they're only showing the best parts of their lives on social media. Everyone has problems and insecurities. They just don't share them on their feed. And when you see someone that you admire, try shifting any jealousy that might arise to inspiration. And remember, it is normal to feel a little bit of jealousy here and there. It is part of being human, so don't be hard on yourself. The secret is how you manage it. Just have a positive attitude and say, good work, instead of comparing yourself. Use it as an inspiration, not a competition. And remember, perfection does not exist. Which brings us to the third barrier to self-love, perfectionism. And trust me, I know this one. Striving for perfection can be exhausting. Instead, practice embracing your imperfections. I had to work on it myself when I decided to launch this channel. I was super conscious of my accent. I was worried that people would judge my mistakes. But then I realized, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. That's who I am. And that's what self-love is about. Accepting yourself as you are, flaws and all. This doesn't mean that you can't work on yourself, which is necessary because we must grow as humans. But it means being okay with where you are. We are all learning and evolving, so be kind to yourself. When that little voice creeps in saying you're not good enough, remind yourself that you are growing at your own pace, and that's more than enough. Now let's get into some practical steps you can take to start loving yourself more every day. First, practicing self-compassion. Be your best friend. When you're going through something difficult, Ask yourself, how would I comfort a friend in this situation? Then treat yourself with that same care and kindness. Second, set healthy boundaries. Loving yourself means protecting your energy. Learn to say no when you need to, whether it's work or family or friends. Boundaries show others and yourself that your time and your well-being matter. Third, celebrate your wins, big and small. Make it a habit to acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small. Did you get through a tough work day? Did you finally finish that book you've been reading? These little celebrations build a sense of accomplishment and self-worth. Fourth, spend time with yourself. This might sound simple, but spending quality time alone is a great way to reconnect with who you are. Do something that brings you joy, whether it's going for a walk, journaling, or just having a quiet moment with a cup of tea. When you make time for yourself, you reinforce that idea that you matter. I can't stress enough how much affirmations can help when it comes to self-love. Over time, they help rewire your brain to believe and feel those positive affirmations, and it's backed by science. Soon I'll be uploading a video about affirmations, explaining the science behind it and how you can create your own. I'll leave the link in the description below once it's done. So here are a few self-love affirmations you can start using today. I am proud of the person I am becoming. I deserve love, respect, and kindness. I choose to be kind to myself today. Repeat these affirmations every day, especially during moments of doubt. Loving yourself is a journey, and it takes practice. But I promise, the more you commit to showing yourself kindness and compassion, the more balanced and happy you will feel. And this will reflect positively in all other relationships in your life. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone that you care about. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.